Hi, it's Holly McKeen here. I'm just finishing up these 4 teapots. 2 with back handles, 2 with overhead handles, like those older ones. And I thought I'd give you a little show of what I do with them. So to make the teapots, I start with throwing the body and trim it. I let it sit up a day or two, and then I trim them and put any little decorative work I'm going to do on. I like to do this because with my runny glazes, they run really pretty down through those little divots. Then next thing I do is I throw the lids at the same time that I throw the body. Only I throw them this way. And then I let them set up for a day. And then I fit them all and I throw the knobs on. I throw the little knobs separately and then I slip them on. I spend quite a bit of time getting that fit just right because I don't want them to fall off when I tip the pot over. So then I put this dent in, and it serves 2 purposes. Hi. I use the holes and not just one big hole and in an indent like that because it helps the water flow out the spout to be nice and smooth and not a glubbing kind of thing because there's too much water trying to push through. There's a couple different factors that'll make that work. But you have to make sure that you get it really smooth on this side and get your hand in there and smooth off all the back sides of the holes too, so that there's no like glaze piling up in there or bits sticking out. The other thing that dent does is that when the tea bag, when you're pouring the pot and the tea bag wants to get caught in there, when you stand the pot back up straight, the tea bag flops right back down. Doesn't get stuck in the spout passageway. So then I throw these spouts. I usually do a couple extra so I get the right sort of size and shape, and then cut them and slip and score them when I'm ready to put them on. And then I spend quite a bit of time worrying them into place, you know, futzing about with this. See that one? They're all a little bit different, but very similar, so that the spout is high enough over the top of the pot. And I want them to work together with the pot so that they look like they're all the same piece and not just like an ear sticking out the back or a snout out the front. They need to work together as one piece when I'm done. And then the handles, I make up the handles. I had big looped ones for the overheads. I hand pull them, and I leave them to sit up overnight as well and get pretty stiff so I can work with them. So this will go on, this one will have a back handle. And you got to make absolutely sure that, that you line that handle up with the spout so that they're going to pour dead straight. When you lift it by the handle, you want it to be directly behind the spout, not anything crooked there. So I probably spend 4 hours on each teapot, just futzing and throwing and assembling and then glazing. And then you hope that the glaze comes out every bit as what you want it to be. So that's a bit about making teapots, a few tips and pointers.